Joining me now is the mayor of New Bern, North Carolina, Dana Outlaw. Mr. Mayor, welcome to Meet the Press, sir.
Good morning.
Well, look, let's start with the good news. Yesterday, you announced on the city website that all water rescues have been completed. How out of the woods is New Bern? How concerned are you about return flooding, if you will?
We're very concerned. A lot of the creeks around New Bern are increasing by the hour. We have some folks that their yards are starting to get water because of the tremendous amount of rainfall from the other eastern parts of North Carolina that is coming into New Bern now by Trent River, Bryce's Creek, Neuse River.
What is it that residents need to prepare for? You know, on one hand, they think, oh, all the water rescues are done. The water is starting to recede. Is it next week that you're concerned that all of a sudden this sort of comes back?
We're very concerned right now about trees that are continuing to fall down because of the saturated ground conditions. And so at this time, we're urging residents to stay inside and to not travel. We have a curfew in New Bern at this time. We have 30 roads in New Bern right now that are still not passable. We have 4,200 homes in New Bern that have been damaged, some extensively. We have over 300 commercial buildings in New Bern that are damaged. So, and right now we have 6,000 customers in New Bern alone without power. So again, we're trying hard to get this power restored. So we've actually had to kind of go to the downtown area and close it off because of the number of folks that are just wanting to get out and ride around. And we're trying to get these power lines up. So please don't get in the way of our electrical linemen as they do their job.
You have an opportunity here to speak to Washington, so I'm going to give you that opportunity. What do you need? How do you want the federal response to help New Bern?
President Trump called yesterday, and I thanked him for having immediately declared a declaration emergency. And in turn, Governor Cooper has given us those resources to get underway the recovery process. So right now we are setting up a coordinator to assist us with FEMA and getting all the resources, the water, the food, and the temporary housing. We have 1,200 residents in shelters right now. And so at this time, again, the major concern is the power line restoration, getting the power back to our customers, and keeping folks off of the streets so that we can restore the power. When you're riding around, you're keeping somebody from getting their power back on. Please don't do that. And anybody that wants to help, a lot of groups are coming in, the Firemen's Association and different groups, Keller Williams, and all these groups are coming into New Bern. So we're staging that as we speak. We have a big stage area for 18-wheelers. We're working on a center in New Bern, the Omega Center, to drop off individual food and water and other things.
Well, it sounds like you've got a pretty well-coordinated response on the ground there, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk with us. I know you have to get back and run your response. So good luck to everybody in New Bern.
Thank you so much.
You got it. Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.